Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, Thank you for stopping in for another video. I am doing my making my craft roulette card. It has taken me hours and hours to figure out how I'm gonna lay it out. Um, I had a few bumps along the way, but the parameters for episode 256 are project is A7, so I'm doing a 5x7 card. Colors are hippie colors, which is basically anything in the rainbow. Element was islands, and random is wood. So, of course, if I think islands, I think of, to me, that's a beach scene. So, I have the first thing I did, I had this little stamp set. It's pretty old from Hero Arts. And I don't remember if I ordered it from somewhere or if I bought it at one of the big box stores. Um, but let's see, is there a name on here? It's one of those, it's a stamp and cut. So it comes with the stamp set and the little die set all together. And this is called Beach Please. And I stamped it out. I just used colored pencil to color it. There's our little hippie bulldog laying out on the naked on the beach. And this little thing, I think that's suntan lotion, but you could actually use it as a drink cup. Uh, so anyway, little suntan oil bottle. You have your little sunglasses. There's my rainbow umbrella. I colored this brown to be like a wooden handle. So there's that. Then my first boo-boo is, so I cut this with it's a slimline die from Lawn Fawn, like the Hills or something. And I had cut it out of this paper, and then instead of stamping these trees out on the straight side, I stamped them on the curvy side. So I just was barely able to cut that off straight and make it fit. These are, this is a Simon Hurley red rubber stamp, background stamp. And I can grab it really quick if you would like to know. What it is treescapes. And you have the three different tree backgrounds and a sun, or I guess you could make that the moon in here. I've used this quite a bit, mostly this one down here. I think I used that a lot, not this past year, but the year before for Christmas. So, and my entire desk is a wreck. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down if my glue bottle isn't stopped up. I've been having a lot of problems with that. And of course, I have so much junk here. I have another idea for a video, just talking a little bit about kits and the different kinds of kits, card kits you can order, monthly subscriptions, and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of working on that, and I'll get that up hopefully pretty soon. And because these came in 3 pieces, I measured this to try to get it kind of on here right. If it's not totally straight, I'm not going to stress over it too much. Okay, now that has served its purpose. I'm going to take this off, and I did little pencil marks on here. So let me erase the pencil marks. Oh, and okay. So this is going to go on next. That's my beach. I took my, I don't know if you can see it on here. I took my brown colored pencil and let me grab it here. I don't quite remember which one, but anyway. And I pretty much just laid it down and did strokes back and forth all the way across to give this some texture, give that sand a little texture. Then I ink blended some tea dye distress ink over that. But this has little sand things here, little dots like that's supposed to be sand. And I think I'm going to put some little dots around on here. And I hope I don't mess this up by doing this. So I'm just going to use some vintage photo, see how it looks. Just dot it around on here. Okay, good enough. You can tell I've used this a few times because some of the stamps are kind of discolored. Okay, and I've already gone ahead and put some of my scrapbook.com foam tape. It's a little bit thinner than, let's see, this is the Pink and Main foam tape here, and you can see, I hope you can see, that the Pink and Main is thicker. So anyway, we're going to put this down before, then I'll cut these out and lay them out on here. And I went ahead and did this ahead of time because I didn't think anybody wanted to sit through me just cutting out 10,000 pieces of foam tape and putting them on the back of this cardstock. It's bad enough seeing me pull the backer off. Now I'm going to put some glue on here while I line this up, and I might be sticking my head in the camera trying to get this on here correctly, but so I apologize ahead of time. There, I hope that is pretty straight. And then, where's my other piece? I searched and searched and searched. I do have some kind of wavy wavy stencils, but nothing that would go across, all the way across, to do a 5x7. But I did have some slimline Lawn Fawn cloud stencils, and I just turned them upside down from what I would normally have done, and then I cut it out on this top wave line. So, and I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to put this tape down again. To try to get that lined up in the right spot. So, oops, so I have the right border on here. Oh, stop moving. That is sticking out a tiny bit, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and get it down on here. And this is going to be, it's a winchy bit thicker at the bottom, but I'm not going to work where the foam tape is, but oops, sorry. But I'm not going to worry too much about that either. So let's go ahead and get this down. I'm sorry if I was getting off camera there. Again, I've got my camera is on a ring light and stand. Now we're going to call up. Let's get this on. Oops. Okay. Get our border on here right. We can. I'm going to say that's good enough. And let me erase my pencil marks again. So I had cut this off a little bit short, thinking I might use like a pattern paper background or something back there, and I didn't. But I think that is still going to look okay. And now let's cut out our little elements. I may not use all of these, but let's see. I know I want to use the little dog. Probably not going to use the sunglasses, but I may cut them out anyway. So our little hippie dog is sunbathing on the nude beach. With some tropical beverages. I had this mint tape out because I had taped these two pieces together, trying to lay it out and see how it was going to look. Let's see, our umbrella. We want our umbrella. Oh, and I'm going to, so I did some extra sunglasses and I put clear, can you see they're shiny? Because I put clear embossing powder on here. So I'm going to cut these out over here. And I may use, I don't know if they'll fit on top of here or not, but we'll see. And we are going to do this pineapple beverage. Cut it out. Our tube of lotion. Hang this. Oops. Oh, don't want to go there. Ah. Now I got it off. Darn my klutzy big fingers. And then our little bottle of suntan oil there. Let me run this through my die cutting machine real quick. I did not get to watch any YouTube videos, lives, anything today because I met family for lunch. We sat around and talked. Of course, my brother and my niece were late. I said next time we're going to tell them 45 minutes earlier because they're always late. And they couldn't blame my sister-in-law this time either. They usually blame my sister-in-law. And she's visiting her mother. Gosh, I don't know. Her mother's 92, 94. And anyway, she's been sick. It's not bad. She's just uncomfortable. So Sue went to stay with her. And I think maybe they're going up to see her tomorrow. Tomorrow or Monday, I'm not sure. My niece said she was going to make a pan of macaroni and cheese to take up there. I need to put those on a magnet sheet, those dies. So anyway, I hope they have a good time and that her mother's doing better. So these did not stamp very well, so I'm just going to discard them. These are okay, but they're kind of too dark. So anyway, so I want the little doggy on here. Is that going to look right? You know, y'all, I should have put this doggy on here before I did my water. Urgh. See, this card has been like cursed. But that's okay. We're just going to make this work. We're going to put the little umbrella back there. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to, oh, I need to do this little dog's nose. So let me put my pen in my glue before it stops up, and let me grab a colored pencil and do this little doggy's nose real quick. Oh, and its little tongue. Good Lord. And I'm going to have to put a little foam tape behind there. And let's do... I have a double pencil case for all my colored pencils. A little pink tongue here. Oops. Okay, is that it? I think that's it. And I'm going to put these glasses on this little doggy, so that it's wearing glasses with shine. Or I could just do glossy accents. Hang on. I think I'll do that. Let me grab... I'll put a little more color on these lenses here. And once I get her done, I didn't color her necklace beads, so we're going to do that too. I think my coral color is, I would do coral on here, but it's in my, I took coloring to work. My boss and I, we are buying a new van for the library to use as a courier. We are a 4-county, 7 locations, and there's the coral. So we have a local courier. When people order books from other libraries and they come in, they come to our main library location, and then our courier takes them around the system to the libraries where the patron requested the book. And our current van has a lot of miles on it. And so we are going to get a new vehicle while we do have the money to do that. And we think we're soon going to be adding another library location. Okay, I'm going to do just some little dots on here. I have all these scrapbook.com foam dots and squares. Here, we'll use some of these little bitty squares. And let's see, what do we need? We need behind her head and her back. Whoops. So I know I've got some catching up to do on my YouTube videos because I missed a lot this morning, I'm sure. Debbie J was live. I think she's showing off the new March Spellbinders products, the new release. Go. Whoop. But I got her email that she was going to be live, and I did tell her that I'm sorry I won't be there. Okay, we are going to leave the doggy as is now. Wait, let's see. Let me put the umbrella down first. And their little dog. I tell y'all, I had really thought, and about thought I was going to have to give up on this card earlier. It was giving me fits, and things were not quite turning out. But I just forged ahead and finally got it. And it doesn't help that my craft room is such a horrible mess. I clean up some, but I really don't get it all the way straightened out. And then, of course, I start a project or four. And so it makes a bigger mess. Ooh, sometimes these things just do not want to come off. Sometimes they come off fine. I've had these a while, so I don't know if that's why they're so wanting to cling to that release paper or not, but okay, let's get her put on here. I want make sure everything is in the right spot. We need to put her little drinky poo on here. Should I pop up her drinky? I hate to have too much dimension on this card, so I'm just going to leave this flat. Well, I didn't have to put glue up here. And it's not going to hurt for that to stick up a little bit. And should we put her little tube of lotion on here? I think we should. Everybody needs their suntan lotion on the beach, especially if they're out there sunbathing in the nude. And that's not too bad. Okay, come on. Go back down in there. There we go. So let me get these put away, because Lord knows I do not need anything else laying here on my desk. And I'm gonna put these sunglasses in the package to cut out for the next card here. And I think we're going to do a little let's, I tell you, I can't do this upside down. Let's go on vacay. I think I'm just going to put it down here. Okay. Let that pop out a little bit so it's noticeable, since it's such a small sentiment. And there's our card. Do we want bling on this? I'm not sure what bling I would put. You know what I mean? That would look appropriate. But let's get out these are my Catherine Pooler inks that I used for my ink blending the ocean, which were Oh Boy, Something Borrowed, and Dress Blues. So let me throw these back in the ink holders and get them off my desk. And put away my blending brushes. I don't usually clean my blending brushes, but I think I've got a few that seem to be almost getting sort of crusty, and I think they need to be cleaned. So I'm going to do that at some point. Okay. Now, oh yeah, bling, bling. I'm so easily distracted, y'all. So let's look in. Oh, this needs to go back so I can use that sentiment. So I have these like blue and green pearls. These are really pretty. I got these from Scrappy Tales. I like those, a mixture of pearls and gems. These are really pretty. That's Tanzanite Blue from Cat Scrappiness. And they're, let me just open them. They're a gorgeous blue. Sparklies. So that's the extras of these. I think I'm going to use some of these on the water here. Let me grab. Okay, lid's about to crash down because I've got it perched on top of my little pencil cases. Excuse me, y'all. It's allergy time, so my sinuses are acting up, so I keep a sort of a halfway scratchy throat. Okay, let's grab. You don't belong in there. Why are you there? Okay. So I have. These are quite pretty. Oh, yeah, some tiny ones. Some really pretty blues. Okay, can I find another tiny one? I want a tiny pearl. I'm not seeing one in here. I want to be like Elizabeth Costa Rogers and say, hold please. She is so funny. I like her a lot. Okay. I'm still not seeing any tiny ones. No, that's the same. Where are teeny tiny pearls? Like that one. Did they all slip to the bottom? Did I only get one winky tiny pearl? Oh, nope, 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 nope. There we are. Success. Oh. Let's see. I think I want... It looks kind of odd. I think I'm going to do there. There. Kind of have them spread out a little more. I think I'm going to add one more of something here. Okay, I like that. Okay. So, y'all, I'm always finding gems scattered around on here after I put up my case. There we go. And that over there. And I'm going to try this. Hopefully it is not stopped up. We shall see. Oh, nice. And there's our gems. Our little fishies and shells in the ocean. We're pretending. And I'm going to put some glossy accents on her, and then we're going to call this card done. So we have our wooden element there. Let's see. Let's make sure. So we have a 5x7 card. We have some hippie colors in here. She is on the island by the ocean sunbathing, and we have wood trunks on these trees back here. So last thing, some clear. Okay, where's my clear stuff, y'all? I see glitter clear. But I have some clear. I have clear pops of color, and I have glossy accents too. Okay, here we're gonna, that's not even opened. You guys. Okay. Hang on. Here's my glossy accents. thought I had some other ones open too. Let's test these. I've had them upside down. Retro. There they come. We used them not too long ago. Okay, we are going to do her sunglass lenses. Then we'll set that aside to dry. Well, I was kind of didn't like it when I thought I had messed up her placement, but it came out okay in the end, I think. And we have all our elements. So, oh, I like that card. So there's our craft roulette. This is, for me, this is my 171st card. Craft roulette card. And I like that a lot. Thank y'all for joining me. I am planning another video to talk a little bit about the different kinds of card kits you can get. And I think most people who watch my channel may know about that stuff, but I'm going to talk a little bit for anybody who hasn't really looked at kits before. And another thing, I've been working on Easter cards. Let me set her aside before I stick my elbow in those glossy accents. And then I would cry while my video's going. So some of you may have heard me say before, like either in a video or in the chats on YouTube, that I got a bunch of woodblock rubber stamps from my mother's stash after she passed away. And some of them just didn't. I got rid of a ton of them that were absolutely not my style, and I was never going to use them. So I kept just a small selection, and some of them just didn't stamp that great. So I have been taking them off the wood blocks and putting them on this foam self-adhesive cling stamp mounting cushion. And these are 6x9 sheets from Joggles, and they're not very expensive. This stuff is super sticky. So I have a little tube here of Goo Gone that I will, when I'm cutting, I'll just periodically put a little of this on my blades and wipe them off. And that works pretty good to keep them from getting too goopy. But I'm taking these off the wood blocks, and then you just cut around them. So I don't do a fabulous job. I'm not a professional stamp revamper. I don't know what you call it. And I'm also trying to write on here, like, this is 1991 Stampendous D36 Jesus Lives, and she even had the price tags on them. So I put how much. This stamp cost $6.50, back in 1991. So, and this is the Jesus Lives, and they stamp great. So far, they are all stamping really good. This was Visions of Ink, this stamp, and it's the He is Risen. That's one that I had to like, um, it didn't want to stamp like super great. And this Happy Easter, which is a fabulous sentiment, is, let's see, G1281, 1994, PSX, Petaluma, California. PSX put out some great stamps. I have some other ones from them. But anyway, I'm slowly but surely, as I'm pulling these out to use them, pulling them off the wood blocks and putting them on here. I would like to order some of the sheets that they have to mount your stamps on, because otherwise I don't really know what to do with them, because I don't want to leave them just flopping around in a drawer like this and get messed up. Another one, nope, I haven't redone this tree, but I have another tree that I've pulled off and put onto the mounting foam. And I did have one of those stamped out, but that's okay. I'll show all those one of these days. Get my elbow, my shirt in that. And I've also been working on one last thing before we go, or before I go. Been working on my little journal. It sort of fell by the wayside there a little bit at the end of January. I was doing pretty good. In January, and then I kind of fell off my journaling wagon during February. So I've gotten started over here with March, and I really need to do some more in that. I've got this Tim Holtz number stencil, which is great. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. That's a Tim Holtz stencil that I'm using for some of my numbers. And some of these I cut out of, it's a sticker book that's in with some of my art journal and junk journal stuff. So, and I forget where I got these little sticky things. Oh, I got those at Kinokuniya up in Johns Creek, Georgia. But anyway, so I've been working on that too. I'm trying to do too many things at once, I think, but I'll get there in the end. I'll get things done. And over here on this side of my desk, I have things that keep wanting to like creep over this way because it's so piled up. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. But thank you for joining me for another video. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all your comments that you leave. I know I have a lot of people who have been very supportive of my videos, and I appreciate all the thumbs up, comments, and everything. And thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.